What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Touch by an Angel, episode number 20, where we go all around the world. We meet ordinary people, have ordinary conversations that transform their life. So let's see what God does. What's up, young fella?
What's up, bro?
I am chilling. I'm chilling. And just for the record, I just met you 30 seconds ago, correct?
Correct.
My man. All right, so we're going to jump right into it. I just want the people to know I don't mess around with the integrity of this show. When I say unscripted interviews, I mean unscripted interviews. We don't go in the back and say, this is what it's going to be about. No, it's totally unscripted. Stranger versus stranger. So I'm going to jump right into it. Now, life is devastating for a lot of people. It's a hard time out here for all of us. You, me, and everybody else. But I truly believe that life is perfect. It's our imperfect nature as human beings that make it hard for us to accept perfection. So when you look at your life, because this is a game of self-mastery, it's all about how well can you master you, that fingerprint. So when you look at your life, what's standing in your way from being your best self?
I never really thought about it.
Is it something that you have to add to your life, or is something that you got to take away from your life in order to really be your best self?
It's more so with not just thinking about always me. Like everything don't just gotta revolve around me. I think that's like the main thing that holds me back. Is always wanting to be about me.
Yo, you saying a bunch, and let me help you clarify what you just said. So you said what's in your way is always putting you in the center, making it about you, and you're on to something. Let me tell you how smart you are, because this life, it includes us, but it's not about us. And it took me so long to understand that. This is the other part I had to understand. It took me so long. My gifts, like all the abilities I have, me going out here interviewing strangers, it's not for me. It's for all of y'all. It's for everybody else. So what you're seeing is definitely significant, because by constantly putting yourself in the middle, can't see nothing else, nobody else except for yourself. You know what that is? That's pride. And pride always comes before the fall. But I commend you, because that takes a lot of courage to admit that. So let me ask you this. Usually when you always got to see yourself, when it's hard for you to see anybody else but yourself, you were forced to become that way. Usually you've been in environments that shadowed you out, that forced you to fight for your recognition, to fight to be heard, to fight to be supported. So is that what led you to now being kind of self-centered, and it's hard to see anybody but yourself?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, cool. So right now, can I tell you what I feel from you?
Sure.
I feel like you've always been the bull that brought light to the crowd. I feel like you was always the bull that they brought around, like where's such and such, where's such and such. They just was happy to have you around. But then I feel like sometimes you brought all the joy to everybody else, and then you left and then had no joy for yourself. Does that sound any way familiar to your life a little bit? Wow, we'll talk about that a little bit, because listen, I'm a stranger. I'm just going off what I feel.
I don't really know. Basically I feel like I've been basically left out a lot. Like when I was up, everybody was around. Now I don't got nothing. I'm fucked up, and ain't nobody really around for me.
Mm-hmm. And it felt good though when everybody needed you, or it seemed like, but they was just using you, right?
Yeah.
Been there, done that. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like a few still that I can say really was like loyal to me and shit. That still still there for me like right now too. But yeah, it feel like when I fell, all the rest of them just big.
You want to hear something? You sound like you telling my story.
Yeah.
Listen, I was up. I was 7 figures. Thought the people around me really loved me. Thought I was seeing straight, thought I was sharp, smart, and I was. But not like now. I had to lose everything. I had to go down to zero, and it was devastating. But guess what God had to show me? It's the only way I can get you in alignment with your truth and show you how great you really were. Because I was reading the press, I was looking at, believing what those other people, and it's not their fault, I can't judge them. They was just using me because I was allowing myself to be used. But now I see clearly. Now I had to go back to zero. So with the position you in now, I know it hurt, I know it feel bad, but guess what God is doing? He's preparing you so that now when he let you go again and he take you up, you'll be prepared. You ain't gonna ruin it. You feel me?
Right.
You carrying a gift, my brother. And I know you've heard this before. It's not just me. You're carrying a gift. You're the type of person that when people say they're easy to love, they have an inviting personality. That's you. Because guess what? I feel it and you're not even saying much. So I know everybody else feel it. So I can only imagine the situation you was in where these people was using you. They love to have you around this. They love to have what you got, all your gifts, and then leave you out with nothing. So it's just like an ATM. If you keep making withdrawals and don't make no deposits, eventually that account gonna be bankrupt. Life left me bankrupt, and it feels like it's leaving you bankrupt. But here's the blessing of it. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. You got some magic inside of you, my man, and all you gotta do is accept it. All you gotta do is develop it, and then you'll be ready to give it out to the world. That's the part you've been missing. You've been doing a little bit of it, and then you thought it was going to just happen. No! You felt like, oh, the world owed me something because I was up and they took my gifts. No! You gotta fight even harder. And here's why. Because for whom much is given, much is required. Now, you remember all that inviting personality I'm just talking to you about? Being easy to love? You gotta pay for that. You gotta pay for that in the sense of being ostracized by people, being used by people. You gotta navigate life to the point where you understand how amazing you really are. And then you understand how to nurture that amazing and then how to develop and give that amazing out. You feel me? How you feeling now, man? You just was standing here. I drove up this and that. Listen, do you feel better now after having this interview than you had before the interview?
I feel all right. I feel all right.
That's what's up. What can you say to the people? Give the people something. Give them something that they can carry on. You know what I mean? That they can take from you, because you got something beautiful coming from the inside of you. I don't know if you know just how beautiful it is. You got to connect with that. And that thing going to take you to the bag.
Just tell them basically I would tell y'all, just stay yourselves. Even no matter what you're going through, just don't let it change what you do. And try to, like, if it do, try to think more positive about it. Instead of just holding on to the negative.
That's excellent. That's excellent, man. So in other words, be yourself. And because none of us is perfect, we all gonna get sidetracked. We all gonna fall off, but then get back to yourself. Because nobody can match that fingerprint that you got. That fingerprint you got, the fingerprint I got. Man, listen, I appreciate you, my brother. I want to tell you, you're important, you're necessary, and you're sufficient. I don't care about your situation. I don't care, because guess what? It's the law of gravity. Whatever go up, gotta come down. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how, but you gotta come down and face the reality of who you really are. So I commend you for saying that to the people. Be true to who you are. You know what I mean? Because people gonna leave you. People gonna disrespect you. Make sure one of those people is not you. Thank you, my brother. I love you, my brother. No doubt. Yeah, I appreciate you too. Be blessed. Listen, y'all be great, Mom. I appreciate y'all for watching. We all around the world. We reaching one, teaching one. Listen, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us coming together collectively and seeing how amazing we can be. But before we come together collectively, you got to be the best that you can be individually, my friend. You be great. And more importantly, be blessed.